you step up and you challenge it. Like initially, you might get some kickback. I suppose I did. Like, but I'm rather surprised, like that I'm not getting a lot more now. Like, I
Mm.
suppose going around over on this election campaign, I've been really well received at the door. There's nobody telling me, fucking, oh, go away, you druggie or whatever, when you're talking about it. I suppose I'm not getting straight in off the bat and being hitting drug policy off the nail, hitting it as the first thing, like you're dealing with somebody. You might talk about community safety, because
Mm.
look, fucking, I've got four kids myself as well. Community safety is important to me as well as it is to other people. So I could talk about that, and I could talk about like fucking how our guards over here, our police, they're very ineffective at what it is that they do in keeping us safe, while they're wasting so much of their time. And then I can go in and talk about drugs then from that point of view, that
Mm.
look, you mightn't have any fucking skin in the game, you feel, when it comes to having a conversation about drugs, but meanwhile you have a conversation about community safety, and now you talk about police force and wasted resources, and now you take somebody who didn't have any skin in the game, and now you get them in, and you get them on your side, and you might win a vote. And
That, yeah.
yeah, like I suppose I don't try to change anybody's minds if there's somebody at the door, and if they're coming out and they're staunch, some like hard cemented in their thing. Um, I wouldn't waste a lot of time there trying to change their mind. But to be fair, I haven't met anybody at all like that. Nobody who's been like really hard in their views. I met one or two people who like would have challenged, like questioned, like one or two things I might have said. But then was well able to answer them, and yeah, I think I won them over by the end of it.
I think exactly that's the thing. Is most people are two reasonable responses or two questions away from actually stepping down from their bigotry.
Mhm.
Like you said, it's the vast majority of people now are aware of their own cognitive dissonance and biases, or at least the conceptual idea of them, even if they don't know them by those names or they know these concepts in a what the hell is I suppose it's anthropology in an anthropological sense. You understand that wait a minute that I can change my mind, and the older you get, typically, I like to hope, at least, or as I've found from my experience, I'm more capable of changing my mind. Sometimes it may be I may be stubborn about it, and I may be resistant, and I may be, but eventually the truth is the truth is the truth. And I think most people that are against cannabis are pro safety. They believe cannabis funds terrorism. They believe that the weed sneaks in and gets the kids and ruins their lives and take it. You'll meet maybe 1 out of 1,000 that'll be like, no, medical doesn't exist and it's all just a lie and you're all just trying to get high and you're all wrong and everyone should be sober throughout that. And they're addicts in and of themselves. Usually, they're teetotal people. They're like what they call them, straight edge. They're like, no, if life's hard, you've got to go through it. It's like, nah, mate. Let's say like rice exists. You're gonna eat that instead of experiencing the spices of life, the flavor and variety of food and things that are available to you. And that's what I see drugs as. The older I get, is they're just herbs, vegetables, they're additives to life of things you can do. I could eat as people are now. We're eating fucking what is it, the gherkin challenge and the fucking hot chip challenge and the fucking pepper challenge, and they're having effectively psychoactive experiences from fucking foods. They're fucking themselves up just for the hell of it. You know what I mean? Dolphins pass around pufferfish. Elephants impact fermented fruits to get drunk. Birds eat rotting berries. There's observational behavior throughout a lot of the animal kingdom that shows shit likes to get fucked up. Stuff likes to take drugs. It likes to alter its consciousness. Do you know what I mean? It's my cat with catnip. Jesus Christ. Do you know, he has a psychedelic Sunday every Sunday. I look at him and I go, "No, isn't it?" And as soon as he gets the packet that's got like 25 bite holes and scratch holes in it, it's like his food is on his level. He could easily get to his food and have any biscuits he wants, break his dreamies open, any of his treats. But the catnip, I have to put in a fucking cupboard on the high shelf because he figured out he could get into other cupboards. So it has to be behind like a locked bolt cupboard. Things like to get high. And if we refuse to acknowledge this, all we're ever going to do is create a two-tiered kind of way of looking at life, a shame. do you know, we're having this sexual liberation that's been going on since the 60s, and people to be proud of, you know, how their sexuality manifests, as long as it's lawful, as long as it's two consenting adults, or maybe more consenting adults, as long as they are at least adults, they at least consent. Whatever y'all get up to, it's your business. Do you know what I mean? It's your fucking business. And I'm extremely libertarian on that point. You know, you can do what you want. That's your expressions of it. I still think there should be certain things of like, I don't want to see a dick in public. I don't want to see a vagina in public. I don't want to see genitalia in public. Do you know what I mean? It's so that would be my only criticism of things. And
Yeah, there's a limit.
yeah,
There's a
and the
line.
same should then be true of drugs, even though I am extremely pro-libertarian of drugs. You know, if somebody is completely mashed off their face on acid in a high street on a Tuesday,
Mm.
problematic. At a festival on a weekend, surrounded by thousands of other people, and there's music and what, setting and correct environment.